Hey everyone, it's Michael here with Hello Cupcake Its Me, and today is October 19th, 2024. And thanks for hanging with me. If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, and then head on over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the podcast, updated every Thursday. Then head over to hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the blog. And make sure you follow me on all the social medias. All the links are in the notes down below. And check out my upcoming book, Carpe Diem Scroto, 365 Daily Affirmations, scheduled for publication November 16th, 2024. So, it is, at the time of recording this, it is 10 in the morning. And we sip. What? First of all, nature is playing like a motherfucker right now. Winter has done shown up in all of her blustery glory. It was so windy last night that they actually had to close one of two ways to get into where I live in the state of Washington. One of two ways. Let that sink in. There's only two ways. I take that back. There's three ways to get to my part of Washington. You can go across the bridge. You can come up from Olympia, or you can drive all the way around the coast. So if you're flying into Seattle, you gotta come across the bridge to get to my part of Washington. I'm on the Forks side, where Bella and Twilight and all that bullshit happen. If you've ever watched those movies, the Twilight movies, that's my backyard. I go to Port Angeles all the damn time. Like, the Olympic National Forest is my backyard. To get onto the Olympic Peninsula, there are the three ways. You go across the bridge, you come up from Olympia, or you come along the coastline over by where Jacob Black lives. Okay? And in the town of Forks, it actually has the vampire werewolf treaty line painted on the ground. There's a mobile home out by La Push that says Jacob Black's grandpa lives here, and like a whole bunch of other Twilight inspired stuff. So to have an entire bridge close the fuck down because of some wind, it was bad. I only bring this up because your boy here has been doing cold plunges. If you're following me on TikTok, you're following me on Instagram, you know about the cold plunges. I think I've talked about them on the podcast and on here once or twice. With the wind kicking up, that means it's going to be a little bit choppy. And I don't know that I'm ready for that level of commitment to something that new. This week when I went and did my cold plunge, I actually got in all the way up to my neck, like I did the week or the time prior to that. So this is 4 times. First time was right here, just past my navel. Second time was right here. Third time was right here. Fourth time right here. Well, got in there, did some swimming, and yeah, it's cold, but once you get used to the cold, your body, at least for me, starts acting a lot differently. I don't go into hypothermia or anything like that, but it burns. Like, every part of me burns, and you feel like any part of your body that you have pain in, you're gonna know. Even if you've never had pain there before, you're gonna know that that you have the potential for pain in that area. So my clavicle, at some point in my life, has been broken or fractured. And it wasn't at birth because I was a C-section baby, because I was a very large baby. And the biological egg carton, it I think is like 5'4", 5'3", something like that. And I'm 6'3". So here I come out of a little 5 foot nothing munchkin. And yeah, so there's been several significant things that have happened in my life that could have caused it to break or fracture. So all I know is I've never been to the doctor because it was broken or fractured. Not a surprise, because the egg carton never took me to the damn doctor unless she absolutely had to, and even then she like drug her feet. But yeah, when that cold water hits that break, oh mama, does that hurt. But we were in there for a full 30 minutes, just swimming, enjoying ourselves, laughing, talking, getting kind of deep and philosophical. And then I started having a panic attack because the water gets really dark. I can no longer see the bottom of the water. And for whatever reason, I have developed a fear of deep, dark water. Don't know where the hell this has come from. Don't know why it showed up. Don't know any of that stuff. I'm trying to figure life out. Why do I have a sudden fear of deep, dark water? So we're swimming around this little dock, and about 50 yards, a harbor seal shows up. Just boop, there's his head. I start having a fucking panic attack. I'm trying to hold it together because I don't want my friend to think, wow, he really is a nut job. But that sent me into, I got to get out of this water, not only now, but right fucking now, because that thing's going to come over here and try to eat me. And she's just like, you're having a panic attack right now, aren't you? I'm like, okay, we don't know each other well enough for you to know my flags. But anyways, so she's like, just calm down. He never gets any closer than this. Now, if we were on a boat or whatever, he'd be right up next to us, because I think the fishermen feed him, whatever. I'm like, okay. So swimming. And at this point, every time that I move my arms, it feels like nails are scratching down my arms. And I was like, that is such a weird sensation. And swimming in salt water, open, living water, I should say, versus like swimming in a pool or something like that, completely different. My buoyancy is different. Just everything about it is different. And it feels like I am crawling through jello. Just like so weird. But anyways, all of that to say, my friend is crazy and likes to get into the water when it's windy. And I don't know if I have that level of commitment, because I'm not trying to talk about water splashing up in my face and me paddling for my life, trying to get from point A to point B. I just don't know. And she's all talking about like, yeah, I've been out here when it's snowing, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I said, well, you got more balls than I do, because at this point right now, if it's raining, windy, or snowing, I'm probably not going to go, just to let you know. But I have noticed a significant change already in my entire body, like the way that my body is handling certain things. Now, when I went this week, it was, I went Thursday. So when I went on Thursday, not only did I notice that it took longer for me to warm up, it actually took me a good 45 minutes to probably an hour and a half to warm up. I was standing in 130-degree sauna and it felt cold. So I'm like, I don't know what the hell this is about, but all I know is I need to warm up. And I did a little bit of like a shallow dive on some research about like the cold plunges and stuff like that. And it says that you are supposed to allow your body to warm up naturally, not to take a hot shower or anything like that. What has this fool been doing? Hot showers. I do have to say, though, I love my little portable shower unit. It makes it quick, convenient, and easy to just like spray off, get the water off of me. And, I'm pretty sure people are done seeing my naked fat ass out on the side of the road, but I don't care because my number one priority is getting that wet clothing off of me and getting my warm, comfy clothes back on. But whatever. So I've been having some fun with that, and I opened up to her as to why I'm so like accepting and wanting to go through with it, and she said I can understand that, and when I had this last bout of depression, I started having thoughts of self-harm. And um, don't know where that came from, but this is a controlled, safe, healthy way to hurt myself because I am going through the motions of actually causing the pain, but the pain subsides and has additional health benefits. One of the biggest things that I've noticed is that my appetite has decreased. Um, Thursday night, I made dinner as usual, and I wasn't even able to eat half of the dinner that I made. And that has been a recurring theme for the last couple of days. So Thursday night, half of dinner. Friday night, I only ate like two or three grilled cheese sandwiches, and I know people are like only, but that was like really the only thing I had to eat that entire day was those three grilled cheese sandwiches, and it was on like whole wheat bread and the whole nine yards, so a little bit healthy. The butter not so much, but a little bit healthy. So yeah. And then I also noticed that I don't hurt as bad. And I just saw this recipe for a joint, like a homeopathic joint rub that I'm going to have to try. And it's avocado. You take the pit of the avocado and you slice it down on a cheese grater, add that to a jar, and you fill it halfway full with rubbing alcohol, 70% or better, and you let it steep for a few days, and then you take a little bit of that and you rub it into your joints, and apparently it's supposed to be amazing. Well, I love avocados. I have an abundance of rubbing alcohol around, so I think I'm going to try that. Part of the reason that I have an abundance of rubbing alcohol is I use it to clean electronics. I use it to clean my glasses. And I'm also a little bit of a prepper. And so I have that on hand. Isopropyl alcohol, especially 70% and higher, is flammable. So it can work as a heat source and as a cooking source. And here on the peninsula, our power goes out all the time. Yesterday, I think the utility department said that there was over 5,000 people without power. So I have 2 hurricane lamps, or oil lamps, whatever you want to call them. So if the power goes out, I at least have heat and light. And if I use all of that, I at least have the alcohol that I can pour into it. And if I need to, I can take the hand sanitizer, pour that into a tin can, and use that to cook with. It'll be a very basic meal, like maybe beans and eggs. But anyways, so yeah, I'm going to try that homeopathic remedy to see how that works out for my joint pain. A little bit of information about the book. So the editor got back to me and said, "Hey, I'm sorry, but I need an additional 3 days to get your manuscript worked on." He said, "I want to make sure that you have the best possible product to present to everyone. And so if you can just grant me 3 more days, that would be amazing." I was supposed to have it back by November, or by the 16th. So today being, what is it, the 19th? I should be having it back sometime today. And because he is from the Middle East, it's 10 o'clock here. So that means it's like 8 p.m. there. I should already have it in my inbox. I haven't, sorry, I haven't turned on my computer or anything. I literally woke up, started playing a game on my phone, came out to the living room, made my coffee, and turned the video on. So we'll see what happens. And then next Friday, I have a Halloween costume party thing that I'm going to be going to at the bar that I go to play trivia at. So I'm looking forward to that. So, yeah, should be a good night. It's everything starts at 8 and then goes to like 11, or it's either 11 or 12. It might stay they might stay open until 2. I'm not sure. But I got to figure out a costume. This is one year that I don't have anything planned for Halloween as far as a costume. So that's part of what I'm going to be doing today, is trying to throw together some sort of a costume. I'm thinking that it's going to be like some kind of gothic gypsy witch doctor type situation. If I was better with makeup, I have a whole idea of things that I would like to do makeup wise, but I'm not. So anyways, yeah. And I also have some work to do to the book website. And I'm getting the buy the book page worked on right now. And I also have to make a flyer for the book launch party. I think I'm going to do it RSVP or whatever. And just see, that way it'll like give me an idea of how many people are going to be showing up. I also need to get a hold of the PR team. I think they're back in town. So I got to get a hold of the PR team so that we can formulate a plan of action for the book launch party, for the book launch deals, like how we're going to go about advertising it, what we need for the party, the rental space, the whole 9 yards. So got a lot of stuff that I have to figure out. Also, Friday morning, I had an appointment with a new counselor, therapist person. I was flat out and honest with her, and I was like, listen, this is what I want. This is what I'm looking for from your services. I am looking to get diagnosed with ADD or ADHD. If I don't have those diagnoses, then I'm probably not going to stay with you as a therapist, maybe keep you on call type situation if I have a breakdown or whatever, or feel that I need the talk aspect of it. And she's all, okay, well, there's a lot of things to unpack when going through that. And I said, yeah, I know. And I explained my background and the mental health classes that I've taken, the fact that I am a peer counselor in the state of Washington, and that no, I don't have an agency, that I just do it person to person, but that I had thought about starting up a support group or whatever else, but I just haven't like kind of pulled the gun or pulled the trigger on that yet. So like I said, I'm pretty in touch and in tune with my feelings, with my depression, where this is coming from, where that's coming from, where this stems from. I said, but these are the areas I have this, and this going on. And I personally cannot identify where all of that is coming from. And I know that this, and this are also symptoms of depression, and also symptoms of this, and also could be categorized as, this over here. And I said, I'm not trying to say that I am more knowledgeable than you who has a doctorate, but I'm not just your regular patient off the street. I do have some education and some knowledge about things. I'm open to hearing what you have to say, but I'm not here for the medication. I'm not here for anything else. I just need help diagnosing myself further. And she said, okay, we will, I will try to help you with that the best that I can. But I do think that there's going to be aspects of this that is going to require you to have long-term sessions with me. And I said, well, okay, we'll see how this works out, because right now I am hyper focused on trying to figure out aspects of my life, and I have a ton of stress in every part of my life. There's a ton of stress. So as long as I have the ability to maintain the focus that I need to be a good patient and not just waste your time and take a time slot from somebody else who could possibly be benefiting from your services right then and there, that that's where I'm at. And she's like, okay, sounds good. So we have another appointment coming up. I think this coming Friday. I don't know. I got to look at my calendar, but so we'll see what happens. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a great day, and be fearless like our dear Yoshi, who we sacrificed countless times over and over because we just couldn't get to that next level, or we were going to die and we jumped off Yoshi to save ourselves. So green Yoshi all the way. Outside of that, it's purple Yoshi because whenever he got a turtle shell, you could fly. Yellow Yoshi, nah. Red Yoshi, meh. It was always green or purple. So if you know, you know. Anyways, I will talk to you all later. Check out the book, cdsthebook.com. And yeah, all the social medias down below. Questions, comments, concerns, put them down below. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.